Come on, thing. Skip. Thank you. Yes, we have to watch them too. All right. Hi, y'all. Share Bear's gonna design for us today. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy to be here.
All right, so
I
we're
missed
gonna.
it. This is so much better than work.
Right? It's just fun.
I need this to be my real job.
There we go. Yeah, you do.
All right, so we're doing a rodeo wreath, kind of a different feel. I couldn't find the hat that I had bought for it, so I'm gonna have to get a hat and add it. Once I add the hat, I'll take pictures and post them, but you get the idea. So we're using a straw base. This one is a 16-inch. I would have liked to have had maybe an 18, but they didn't have one. The only other size they had was 24, which I bought.
It's very big,
but this sucker is huge.
It's big.
It's huge. And our little 12-inch sign would just be dwarfed in here. So I went with the smaller one. We're going to make it work.
All right.
So, and this is the sign.
I'm going to watch comments on Facebook.
Isn't that pretty? Look at those colors.
Yeah, we had to change around the sign a little bit so it would match her. I did list this one, though.
We were messing with tweaking colors. That's what took us a little bit longer. Now, one thing about your straw bases, I will tell you, they are messy. Be prepared for that.
Yes, they are.
But the reason I went with the straw base, because again, this is a rodeo wreath.
I know.
So your straw base represents your hay bales, right?
I know. Isn't her apron cute? It is.
It is. I love it. I love my polka dots. I'm a polka dot girl. That is
We're
purple.
both purple girls.
That is purple polka dots.
I'm going to sit down and pet you just a second.
She's like, first you disturb me, then you refuse to pet me. What is going on tonight, Mom?
Okay.
All right.
Woof.
Woof. So, and if, as you will see, and then I have just this steel fence wire that I'm going to use kind of as binding, extra binding on the, kind of like the baling wire.
Yeah, Mom's doing a little better. We went to get her shot today. Her hemoglobin was down, but I'm thinking that's probably because she was just sick. So.
And I couldn't.
Me too, I love the sign.
Find sisal rope in the size that I wanted. So I got a horse lead. We're going to make it work for.
Oh, that's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the lead rope for like when you're walking them around the corral or training.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find, I wanted the sisal in the 3/4 inch, like regular rope.
Mm-hmm.
But Tractor Supply was completely out of it. Completely in Columbia, all of them.
Oh, wow.
So I settled for this. It's not as stiff as I want it to be, but we'll make it work.
Bella says she's okay with this kind of life.
Yeah. She's all right.
My baby girl.
She's like, I can get used to it.
She's funny.
So we're going to use the rope, the fence wire, and you can see I have all kinds of florals laid out here. I got this. So I wanted to stay kind of in a desert, dusty, earthy tone family, because again, rodeos, you think dust and tumbleweeds and cowboys and horses. So I got this.
It's ruscus.
Ruscus. I don't know. To me, it looked as close to Russian thistleweed, aka tumbleweed, as I could get in South Carolina.
It's called ruscus.
I got it at Carolina Pottery.
We used to have it in the warehouse.
So it's Carolina Pottery. If you want the number, it's 80402. But I mean, this one little bush, you're gonna get a lot. I'm gonna get a lot of coverage out of this.
Yeah, that's. The one thing I like about Carolina Pottery is that their bushes have a whole lot more on them.
And they're very reasonably priced.
Hey, Dawn.
But yes, I'm gonna get a whole lot. Can't see our heads.
Oh, yeah, it's because we have it zoomed down so you can see her hands.
So you can see all the stuff.
Here. I'll show you our faces and then we'll zoom back down.
Okay.
What? I see you. Hello. I see you, baby. But this way you'll get to see our faces and then...
My sunburned face.
Yeah. It's because it's already hot.
Well, it is already hot, and I stood outside like 2 hours today in the sun talking to my neighbor. It's her birthday, so we were having she wanted a birthday break. So we were just sitting outside BSing for a while, and I, of course, was standing in the sun, so you'll notice I'm a little red. Because, well, I'm white, and I go from white to red in the sunshine. When I don't wear sunscreen, I just get red. So we have this beautiful dusty pink ficus that we'll use on our base.
And that came from Craft Outlet.
Craft Outlet. And they have all kinds of colors.
Creations by Stephanie has those too, if she's out. If Craft Outlet.
And they have all kinds of colors too. I've got this little, I don't know what it is. It just says flower bush. Again, this is Carolina pottery, but I just wanted kind of a pop of a different color in there. So again, it looks wildflowers, which is very southwestern, western. Yeah. A lot of what I'm using, I really didn't buy a whole lot of new. A lot of what I'm using is leftovers from previous projects. Like these succulents.
We like leftovers.
Well, yeah, I mean, and so something like this, for something like this, because...
I'm seeing the glue strings while I'm sitting here.
I know that's...
That's the bad thing about sitting here is I wanted to...
you know, wildflowers are all different types of, there's not like... And I grabbed some lamb's ear just because it's got that dusty... feeling to it, some dried grass. You've got to have dried grass in the West. And then again, like I said, I was just trying to stay with some earthy tones.
Those are the Sola wood flowers, those right there.
Yes, these came from Sims.
Yep, they did.
This particular stem doesn't have...
That's the natural. But they have, I think they had pink, peach, and...
Blue, I think. Yeah. Blue, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which why I didn't grab because I had gotten these for that diaper wreath I was gonna do for work, and I ended up not doing the wreath. So I figured why not? But this one doesn't have the actual SKU number on it, but they're, what are they called again?
I'll look them up. They're Sola flowers, wood flowers.
So. Yeah. And then, like I said, I just grabbed a whole bunch of stuff for filler, really. Like all of this is leftovers. This is leftovers from Lori's project last night.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
These are all just leftovers from previous projects, but I got some blues, I got some teal, I got some sage. This is new. This was from Carolina pottery.
That one's kind of cool looking.
Yeah. This one is Carolina pottery, 56509 BL. Bravo Lima. And then, of course, my focal flower is going to be this, which is just kind of a dusty, pinky rose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which goes with the main flower.
It does.
In the sign. So.
Bella, my arms are going to fall off.
This. So these little flowers here, these are great for filler. But these are from Sims Pottery, and it doesn't have the actual number on them, but I believe you have to buy these in the case. And they were cheap.
Oh.
Like.
It was one of the Danny deals.
Well, but they have it all of the time. Like every time I've been there, they have them because it's an older flower. But a box of them is dirt cheap.
Yeah. So
I want to say the whole box.
That's why I say it was a Danny deal.
Of like 20, I think it's either 12 or 24 stems.
Yeah.
And the whole box was like less than $6.
Hey, Carolyn, I'm going to use your eagle tomorrow night. So this is your warning.
So I bought like, I don't know how many colors. Because they're great little fillers. Like when you want those little pops of color, but you don't want it overtaking everything. So, and then these Miss Lori got from Temu.
Yeah, I got a group of stuff from Temu to see what it was.
These are actually really nice.
Yeah.
These are quite impressive for being.
See, like these came from there, but they're really nice, but they're very small. So you have to understand that they're going to be real tiny. These are a pretty color.
Those are pretty.
Well, that would have worked last night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see? Like
and this leftover that she used last night was from Temu as well.
Yeah.
So.
They're all like little, like bouquet type flowers.
And then these, I believe I got these from, yes, I got these from Snow. These had to have come from Carolina Pottery. I'm not sure where I got these.
Those look like from Carolina Pottery.
They probably are, and I can give you the SKUs. It's G22817PH. And then the darker pink is G22817BTY, like Betty, with no E. But yeah, they look like they're a Carolina Pottery. I've been shopping there a lot, though.
Me too.
So we're going to move some of this stuff out the way.
Cher Bear even joined us for dinner.
I did. We had Cincinnati chili, and it was super yummy.
Probably like 8 or 8:30, Carolyn. Yeah, it's yummy, but it is very spicy.
It is spicy. It's very spicy, but it was super yummy. All right.
And cinnamon rolls. We had cinnamon rolls.
Oh, those were really good.
Yeah, those cinnamon rolls are good.
And I had that steroid shot yesterday. Oh my God, I was eating everything I could last night. I'm like, those things make me, oh my goodness. I'm like, that's why you gain weight on them things, because you like graze like crazy. So today I made sure, I was hungry all day long, but I made sure I did not. I'm like, I am not going to sit and eat all day long like that again.
And I did buy myself a tiny little vacuum somewhere, but I got to figure out where I put it.
And ribbons. I have a smorgasbord of ribbons. Yeah. I don't know yet which ones we're going to use. We'll figure it out.
Oh, I was going to go see.
So we have the brown and the brown cow print with some cream. And then we have this one. Just super pretty, super cute. I don't think you can get this one anymore. This is what was Susan Skelly sent it to me. It was what was left off of a roll she had used. And then these are all from Sam's in their spring. But again, they're kind of that dusty, earthy, just wanted to stay in that earthy Southwest color family. And that would be Gracie hair right there. So I don't know what the bow's gonna look like yet, but there's gonna be one. There's gonna be ribbon. Of course, there's gonna be ribbon. You don't always need ribbon, but we need ribbon. All right, so let's see if we can get, and y'all, I've never done this before, so we're learning how to design on the fly. We are learning together. I'll dip this, just a little bit of glue on the tip. And I'm gonna stick it right in that straw base. And instead of trying to go in and out, I think I'm just going to take a nice long. So this is 17 gauge galvanized steel fence wire from Tractor Supply. I want to say it wasn't that expensive. Hold on, I have the receipt. I can tell you. Even that lead, that rope for the horse lead wasn't that much. So this, the wire was $6.50, and this was $14.
Oh, we don't know where it is.
And they have all kinds of colors for the rope.
He has one of those cowboy hats, but we couldn't find it.
Yeah, I have one in the house, but I'll get one. And you can use this wire for other projects that you need a heavier duty wire on, because sometimes you just need a heavier duty wire. So remember, the lower the gauge, the heavier duty the wire is.
Yeah.
The higher the gauge, the thinner the wire gets.
Yep.
I don't use 26 gauge very often because I have a tendency to break it when I pull it, because I apparently have strong grip strength. I don't know. Who knows? I didn't know. But I do. I have a tendency to snap 26 gauge. So I try and stay around 22, 24 at the thinnest. But even a 24, if I'm pulling tight enough, I will break even that.
That's why I double mine up.
Well, that's why I finally broke down. Cause like when Lori first started, she's like, no, you gotta use cable ties, the zip ties for your bows,
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I use floral wire. I use floral wire. But I was using 26, 24 gauge, and I kept snapping it. So I finally switched to zip ties. So I'm like, you know what? She might be onto something.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes a big difference.
It does make a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we learned that from Khalid. Oh, thank you, baby.
oh, no, thank you.
I am so sorry I made no space.
She's like, it's all right if you in my space, keep rubbing.
Yeah, that's kind of what she says.
She's like, if
I have to take her in
if
for
you're
her
gonna be in the space, make yourself useful.
Yeah, I gotta take her in for her vet visit, and I know has gained weight. She's gonna fuss at me, but it's because she just doesn't really. She's not very active now.
Well, I mean, you know.
Well, she's 13, so.
Which in dog years is.
She's like, I'm tired.
She's tired. She's like.
Well, that, and she's really fast, and Sassy's not very fast, so in like 5
Well, that's
seconds,
because Sassy's legs are like 3 inches long. She can only go so fast.
Bella will sprint over there and grab her food because Sassy's a grazer. Bella's like a, I don't even know, what would you say?
I don't even know, but like Sassy's legs are like
eater.
this. I think your mom's calling you a porker.
A little bit, just a little. She's a good girl though. Okay, so this is what I take a sip of the wine, and then I take a sip of my Diet Dr. Pepper, and then it tastes really good.
All right, so I'm gonna stick that end in there, and I'm gonna get just a little bit. I use this little silicone thing.
But I only have a little. This is all I have. That's it.
Okay, well,
That's the only amount I get, so you can see it.
I'm gonna take a little bit of glue and put
That's
it
all I
on
need, though.
right there where I just stuck that wire back in there. Make sure we give it some support and some stability. Kind of doubling up on it, just
Hey, Brenda.
to be sure. And this is what I mean by they're messy and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's okay. I have a really good vacuum in here.
So just be prepared for that.
And
if you're
that's
gonna
why
work with a straw.
I emptied that little trash can for you, so it would be.
If you're gonna work,
Well, but look how big this one is.
that one's gonna be We should probably do that one outside.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, you can also, with the straw wreaths, you can cover them with the ribbon. It depends on what you're doing with it, but you can cover them with the ribbon, and that helps too.
Yeah, yeah. This particular, because the straw wreath for me, it's if you're like covering it, like when I do grapevines, I like to see the actual grapevine come through.
Yeah.
Because it gives it part of that natural look.
Yeah.
But if you want an alternative, because if you're going to completely fill it with florals, the straw base is a great alternative. And if you're completely covering it with florals, buy the one that's covered in the green ribbon. Or cover it yourself to avoid the mess. This particular design, I actually need the straw showing.
Yeah.
So here we are making a mess.
Because it's Western.
Because it's Western, and you got to have the hay. You can't have rodeo and horses without hay.
Yeah, Bella's a Cheagle. She's half Chihuahua, half Beagle. Mm-hmm.
I should have stretched this and got it straightened out before I...
It really doesn't look bad at all.
Before I tried to... Because I'm trying to... You know what? I should probably put that sign on so I can work around the sign.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that. Let's get this sign on here. Okay, so this is the part I want to hide.
It's right there on the table. Yeah. There's some more wire over there in that round thing and in the end of the organizer, the Katie organizer.
This should be enough. I just need to see where to put my... I actually think I'm going to give it 4. We're going to do all 4. So normally, like, if you're doing it on one side, you would just do top and bottom. But because I want this one more, not necessarily in the center, but towards the center, I'm going to do all 4. Maybe. I love this. I love the way these colors came out.
Yeah, me too. She got to see one of my sign tricks.
Yes.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is pretty cool. And I was like amazed because, like I said,
Can be a little dangerous.
I haven't played with that. I had seen it. I was in Canva the other day and I had seen that, but I didn't play with it. So I was like, I don't know. But no, I'm going to have to play with it now.
Yep. Look at that little belly right there.
So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to play with it now because I'm intrigued. And what's the other thing that they have? The Canva Creator or Canva?
Yeah, Canva Creator.
Something coming up.
Yeah, they had a video on it today. I haven't watched it yet, but...
So we might have to check that out too.
Yep. They all have the AI now.
So I think, because I was actually, the reason I was in Canva is because I was online last night doing some graphic work for a friend of mine. And I've forgotten how much I really enjoy that.
Oh, the graphic stuff.
The graphic design. And so I'm contemplating going to Midlands Tech, taking some of the HTML and XML classes, and doing web design on the side.
Girl, do you know that you can do that on, okay, wait a minute. What's it called? Hold on. Udemy.
Udemy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have that through
And
work.
it's so much cheaper. And they have everything. Carson's been learning C# on there. While you're working, I was going to see what colors I have in this. Samples. Oh, I have brown.
In what?
Glitter.
Glitter? Did you order more glitter?
Yeah. I did. I messaged on this morning. I need. We're getting ready to do some spiders, and I needed some specific colors.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that one's open. Let's be careful. Yeah, y'all. I will tell you that you want the ultra fine glitters for the stuff that we're gonna be doing. That's the kind you need.
I had a bottle of glitter in my office.
Well, you know I have the glitter, but I went to my storage unit and I looked in there and I was like, oh my God, I'll never find it.
That's kind of how I feel about mine.
My car and messaged on,
Right.
she has to work, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I'll be there.
I'm going to try and make it up for the party Friday night and part of Saturday if I can sneak out the office.
That cursed fly is back.
He's just following you around the house, isn't he?
Well, he was in Ross's room earlier, so.
You sure it's the same fly? Maybe his friend.
You know, I heard somebody had said that flies die quickly. They lie. Because I swear some of the flies have been in here for like weeks. Your daughter has more than most stores. That's funny. Oh, did you watch the cones? Awesome. Well, we're going to be making some more because I have some other ways to do it as well. So, and I have some patterns for us to do some stuff with.
So this part, I'm using the trusty weaving needle to weave this through this here straw well.
Thank the Lord for that.
Yes. It's amazing how some of the best tools are the cheapest. Like my stem machine that, I got lucky. I got it. It was on sale. Plus I had the Hobby Lobby was doing the 50% off coupon.
Yeah.
So I used that.
I did find that.
The pick machine. I got my pick machine and I thought about getting the stem cutter, but I'm like, you know what? I've not convinced myself to get that yet. Now, once I get out of this apartment and into an actual place where I can get my craft room set back up and start doing more again, I will reconsider getting the pick machine, but it's just not economically sensible at the moment. Where are your pliers?
They're in one of those, yeah.
Weird little pliers. I don't see them. Your needle knows. Wire cutters. There's a little torch.
Oh, look, they're right there in the little tool thing. By the purple. Yep. I must have used them for something.
Looking in the wrong toolbox.
I look tired. I'm just sitting.
I'm actually doing pretty good right now.
I am a little tired. I've been having a little bit of a flare up, so I am a little tired. But it'll pass.
You know, once upon a time, I was pretty quick at this. That tells me I'm out of practice. I need to come over more often.
Well, you know where I live.
I know. It's just like I said, when I get off at 7:30 at night, I'm like, I ain't trying to drive and go home, take Pixie out, make us a sandwich or something, or pull something out the freezer, throw it in the oven. And
Yeah, you gotta come when you have the day off the next day.
or when I get off at a normal time.
Yeah.
Not that that happens often anymore, but you know, occasionally.
Well, I thought you got rid of all those troublemakers.
Well, I got rid of the troublemakers.
But you haven't replaced them?
But I've not gotten them replaced yet. Just got the last one. I actually had to terminate one of them. That was interesting.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Well, you know, I had geared myself up for, you know, because you know me, I'm like a huge softie, and even though I make the decision and I stand by my decision, I don't like confrontation, and it hurts me to be mean to other people. I don't, you know, it's not something that I want to do. Not that anybody ever wants. Well, I mean, okay, so there might be some people that people like, okay, can we fire them? But
even when you feel that way, it's still not.
It's still not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy decision to come to. And I just actually, you know what, I think I'm gonna do the florals.
And then do the rope.
And then do the rope. So I can work the rope into the florals and around the florals so they're not like overtaking it.
I'm sorry, did I stop?
Yes, you did.
Shame on you.
All right, so let's start with our base. So ficus, we love ficus.
Yeah, we do.
We got one cut, two cuts.
I need to get some more of the colored ones. I've already gone through some of them.
And then I do 1, 2, 3. Cut there, so I have the tip, and then this. And this I will probably cut down. So, let's see what we got here if we need the second one. We might save the second one for... So these are going to kind of, I want it to kind of come...
Yeah, those are pretty color. And it matches the flower in the boots.
So, just stick it right in, like I said, just right in that straw base. And the thing I like about a straw base is dense.
And it'll hold it.
And it'll hold it. It will hold. It'll hold your florals.
Yeah,
that's the one thing about a grapevine. If you've got a loose grapevine, and you now see these ficus, these are pretty decent stems.
Yeah.
These,
but you can do the same thing with the grapevine. You can wrap it like that.
Right. Or if you have a stem machine, that's when you use your stem machine, but
you can put moss in it too.
Put moss in it. If you use a stem machine, be very careful. Please. Because with the stem machine, they're very sharp, and
they can be not nice.
They can. I've sliced my hand on 1 or 2. Luckily, not as bad as Susan, but you know, we all know Susan can slice herself open with anything. Seriously, we need to contemplate putting her in some, like, I don't know, bubble wrap or something. Okay, so I'm gonna have to manipulate this because where I put it, it's covering. Oh, you know what? We're gonna cut these off because I don't want them to cover the boots. So we're gonna cut them off at the stem, but we're gonna use them. We're gonna reuse them. So don't worry. We're gonna reuse them. This one can come up here, and that one can go down there.
go get my fan. I'm starting to like
get a little warm.
Get a little warm.
I think that second blood pressure medicine he put me on,
yeah,
has changed my temperature.
Oh. For good or bad?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it, but I'm not as hot.
Are you cooler?
I'm cooler.
Oh.
Like, not near as hot. Like I was saying, we were sitting down in the conference room, and I looked at Kim and Antoinette, because usually I'm sitting right under the AC, because we have the split units down in the conference room.
Dawn wants to know when you're coming back to see her.
Well, so I was supposed to be there last week.
Oh.
But our conference that we were supposed to have, the funding fell through.
Oh.
And so it's been postponed. So I don't know when they're going to reschedule it for, but I will be up there. And then but I do have to go to Huntsville next month. Which I so do not want to go to. This one I'm just going to tuck it right underneath that wire that I have wrapped right there.
Oh, that's so much better, y'all. It's getting a little toasty over here. So there's a bunch of lights up here that you can't see so that you can see what's on the table. And they are a little on the warm side.
It's kind of like being in the sun.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're very, very Friday night lights.
Mm-hmm. They are.
We could light up a football stadium with these.
It's really weird because you walk on the other side of the lights and it's like you're going into the dark, even though you're really not. It just feels like it. It's kind of funny.
All right, so that gives us our base, and we can bend and... So I'm going to hold off on cutting this one. We'll probably end up using it, but let's get everything else in here first. Actually, I should probably do... Should I do the bow and then the rope? Or just leave the space for the bow? I should probably go ahead and do the bow and then tuck all the greens. Okay. Bow tie?
Because that might also help you decide what florals you want to put in it.
So maybe it's time to start uploading some videos. You know. And time to start doing a little bit on my Facebook page again. It obviously won't be a lot because my job is very demanding, but one day, God willing.
One day we're going to have an RV that
I am going to be able to retire. I'm going to be able to retire.
Yes.
And
I'm not retiring. Well,
you kind of already are.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I won't retire from this.
I'm semi-retired.
This will take up as, my job at that point.
Yeah.
But do 7.
I am retired from being a CPA.
But yes.
I still keep up with it, but
I would like to retire from my job.
That'd be a good place to have it. My in-laws and my sister-in-law, they live down in Tampa. We'll have to meet up whenever we get down there. See, she does the same thing I do.
Well, I try not to, and I'm like, you know what, just forget it. It's in the way.
I have to do it. I can't stand it. I don't like it sitting on the table.
It's in the way. It's causing me grief, and it needs to go. Now, if I have a spool off to the side, I'm okay, but...
See, I don't like those spool holder thingies.
So I do, because and it's got to be on the right side.
I have it somewhere, but,
And it's gotta...
Yeah,
and I gotta turn the ribbon the right way, because...
We did.
This is how ribbon ends up on the floor, too, by the way, y'all. Because, it just gets thrown down there.
It was my husband and Share Bear's first time having Cincinnati chili.
It was different. It was definitely different.
It is very different.
But it was good.
It is good, but
when she told me what all was in it, I was like, because y'all know I'm a picky patty, so I'm like, I don't know, but I'll try it. But it was very good.
I didn't tell her that until after she tried it.
Well, you kind of did. When I made the comment about, I'm like, well, I've never had chili put over.
Oh yeah,
spaghetti before, and you're like, well, it's a little bit different. And that's when you told me I had the cinnamon and the cloves. I'm like, cinnamon and chili?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know it's a staple there. Well, my parents were born near Cincinnati, and so that's a big thing for them. And I don't like to make the same thing, so I try to make, different stuff all the time, and I thought it would be fun.
It was very good. It was very, very, very good. She said cinnamon and cloves, and I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. But it was delicious. It was very good. So see, I just got to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I got to learn to experiment a little bit more. Get out there.
That sounds yummy. Have you ever had the bacon melt from Burger King? Sounds yummy. Is it Bella?
I have not had the bacon melt from Burger King, but I'm guessing it's going to be something similar to the sourdough Jack from Jack in the Box.
Oh, I haven't been to Disney in years. We've talked about going back. Sounds good.
We need to do a Disney cruise.
I know, we do.
We need to leave the men, children, to home and do a girls' Disney cruise.
Trip.
We've only been talking about it for...
I know, years.
We need to just bite the bullet and do it. We can do a short one. It's not like we got to do a long one.
Yeah, it's really hot. It's really hot to go through Disney in the summer. Are you concentrating or is your back hurting?
Back. It's the back.
Well, if you need to sit, we can always switch places.
I'll be alright. I'll make it be alright. I'm tired of this mess. I'm ready to move it along and push through.
I know, I keep thinking I need to get a stool for back here.
Well, so even because in my craft room back in Arizona, I had a stool. I did.
It's so hard to find a single stool that's tall.
I had a stool, but I'm a stander.
I'm a stander too, but sometimes just having a stool to sit on helps.
But I would sit every once in a blue moon, depending on what I was doing.
I know, right? A rolling stool. I agree. And I had one, but it didn't. It wouldn't work. Every time you sat on it, it just went down to the bottom.
Oh, wait, that was my recliner.
Drafting chair. Okay, I'll have to look that up.
That was the recliner. My recliner flipped me over one day. And my head stuck in the...
Oh, yeah, I know. You told me that, Rhonda. I remember you were an event planner. Share Bear kind of wanted to do that.
I love event planning, but the problem is, again, trying to do it part-time on the side.
That has to be her retirement plan.
That is my retirement. That is definitely part of my retirement plan because that takes up to really do it and do it well. That takes a lot of time, energy, and focus. And my job is just way too demanding for me to do it full time right now. I would love to be able to quit my job and do event planning.
Are there zip ties over there? If they're not, they're in that. See that little stack thing right there? They're in the bottom, and then and the pipe cleaners are up on the top.
Okay.
Lay down. Lay down.
And if anyone wants to know what I'm doing with the bow, I really don't know. I'm just making loops and tails. There's not a plan in mind. There's no recipe. I guess the recipe is on the 2.5 inch. I did 2 loops each. And then I'm doing 1 loop each of the colors in the 1.5.
Are you doing 6 inch or 7 inch?
6 inch loops.
I know, isn't her apron cute?
You gave it to me.
I know.
I need my ring.
I had one of those and she really, really liked it, so I got her one.
I love it. It's polka dots and purple. I mean,
know it is.
What is not to love?
Right? I agree.
Okay. What is wrong with
You can't
me?
go wrong with that. We're going to go to Costco on Saturday and check out the ribbon.
I didn't know Costco came out with ribbon.
They did for spring. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it, but
Oh, and my brother sent me a picture. I'll have to show it to you. They have white with black Swiss polka dots, and I really want that.
yeah.
And they had black and white check, and they had 2.5 inch tan with the little white polka dots in it. I need that.
I got so much of the tan with the white polka dots in it. It's ridiculous.
I don't. Well, you see. I probably have some somewhere.
I've got like 2 rolls, and I should have brought one. I didn't even think to bring one, but I got like 2 rolls in my house, and I know I've got, I don't know how many in my storage shed. Figure out what the heck it is I'm doing. Y'all, I'm out of practice. I got to come over here more often and get back in practice. This is ridiculous. Y'all know I usually have my stuff together better than this. See, now if this were 26 gauge wire, I'd have done snapped it. I don't know. I think I might have shared the wrong video. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So I didn't do any long tails. I figure if I want tails on it later, I can come back and add them.
Yeah.
We can just add them as we need them, as we want them, as we whatever. Right now, I just kind of want to get it floofed out and
Look at there. She's breaking the bow.
gotta break that bow.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'd rather use, instead of doing the pick machine, I have those little green floral sticks. I like those so much better. And they actually are really great in the grapevine because it's already wood, and wood glues to wood very well. Whereas the wire from the steel from the pick machine, not quite as well.
Right, and you run the risk, if you do happen to come out the back of the grapevine, you're going to stab yourself.
Which is exactly what I'm talking about.
Which you don't want to do, because
Oh, it's so unpleasant. They're like little knives.
It's, yes. Well, I call them, they're little spears.
Yeah, they are.
They're weapons.
Yeah.
And,
They are.
yeah, you know, so it's like, So I really don't. So I did. I invested in it. I spent the money on it. I invested in it. And now I use, you know, a $1 weaving needle. And, you know, how much is a pack of those floral picks?
Nothing.
What, a couple dollars for a big pack of them? Like a big pack? So that's why I say, you know, when people are first starting out.
Oh.
When people are first starting out, Don't waste your money on those investments.
No, don't do that.
Don't invest. How much is a Pro Bow?
I don't know, $30-something.
Oh no, they're more than that now.
Oh.
If you get the large one, they're.
There's nothing wrong with the Easy Bow Maker.
There's nothing wrong with the Easy Bow Maker.
And it's economical.
It's economical. It's cost efficient. I mean, now if you get like the Stow and Go, if you get the basic Easy Bow Maker to start with,
$15,
which is all you need to start.
Yep.
To get started.
She's using the weaving needle to get the zip tie through.
Well, I'm attempting to, but I can't get my needle through where I want it.
Yeah, that's the hard part. The good thing about the straw is that it's very tightly woven. The bad thing is it's very tightly woven.
Exactly.
It's like the good and the bad. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
But when it works,
it's great.
It's fantastic.
Oh, you did? You got one from me? Yeah, those things are the bomb. I love the Easy Bow Maker. That's really the only thing I like to use. I just think the others are kind of...
Well, I mean, so... And I've said it before.
They all work the same. They all work the same.
They all work the same, but the Pro Bow, it takes time. You have to get... It takes time to get used to that sucker.
Yeah.
And it takes practice to get used to it because it is very involved.
Yeah.
And you got to have patience with it and with yourself. And if you don't use it often, you're going to lose it. It's going to take you, again, you're going to have patience with yourself, getting used to using it again. And that's just the nature of it. It makes beautiful bows. Don't get me wrong. I love the bows that come off of the Pro Bow. I really, truly do. But.
Well, they're pretty,
But.
You can do the same. So, the Pro Bow.
But you can do the same with all of these other.
Like half an inch in each. So that's, look, I got ribbon all in the floor. We'll have to clean that up later. All right. Now we can finish with our ruscus. I might get it right by the end of this live. Probably not. The only reason I know is because we used to carry that bush. Because I really like it. It's very spiky.
Yes.
And it's very dense. So it's a really good
it's a really good cover.
Yeah.
If not, we'll throw it in the bag for later use.
Yeah, she wrapped the straw wreath with an 18 gauge wire.
With a...
Is it 18 gauge?
17. This one
17.
was... I bought it at Tractor Supply. It's a 17 gauge steel fence wire.
Yeah. No, you don't have to keep the straw wreath inside. You can put it outside just like anything else. But you do want to watch it because it is straw, so straw can get...
you do kind of want to put it in a place where it's a little more protected from the elements.
It's not getting rained on a lot because it can... It's like a straw bale of, like hay bales that they have out.
So it will mold. It will mold and mildew in the center.
Yeah.
So
you can. I think you can spray it, but I don't know that it would. I don't know that it would make a huge difference. Turn it down. It might be too hot.
It's not that it's too hot. It's that I just grabbed it.
Yeah. Still may be too hot. Is it really melty?
No, it didn't even. Okay. It didn't even leave a red mark.
Well, and that's the way it should be.
No, it's very tacky. It's perfect.
I mean, you're gonna feel it.
You're gonna feel it. I mean, it's hot, but it's like hot water, like water that was too hot. It wasn't.
Yeah, like this is the kind of...
It wasn't like, the kind where you peel it off and you take 4 layers of skin with it.
Right. This is the kind of wreath that you would put like on a door that has like a porch or something over it.
Yeah.
So it's fine to go outside. You just don't want it to get wet and stay wet, because that's when it'll tend to get some mildew on it.
Of course, this is going to be shipped to Arizona, where they will be, you know, auctioning it off in Arizona or New Mexico. So other than monsoon season,
yeah,
you probably don't have to worry much about rain.
No, and it's so dry there that it would stay dry.
It would dry. Just put it in the sun and it would dry pretty darn quickly. And as you can see, I'm not yet. So when you put these in, just like with the grapevine, you follow the route, right? But again, you want to kind of bend it and bring it up so it has movement, it has life, it's a little more natural, little more three-dimensional. You don't want it laying flat.
Yeah, you never want to put anything flat. It doesn't look nice when it's
So,
flat.
I mean, you follow, like I said, we're following.
When I first started, everything was flat.
Mine too. Mine too. I'm like, why doesn't it look as good as...
Right. I know. Like, why don't they like that? Well, because it's flat.
Because it's flat. It has no
Yeah.
personality. That's what I call it.
Right? Actually, I think the very first time I made a tulip wreath, I made it with one of these straw bases. That's what everyone used to make the tulip wreaths with.
See, I made mine with, I actually broke down and used the styrofoam. Now, I will tell you guys, the styrofoam wreath bases,
styrofoam too.
they're good. No, I actually liked it. But they're expensive.
Well, the problem is that after a while, everything comes out.
True. Well, I had wrapped mine with floral ribbon.
I did too.
So that helps.
But it still came out.
But it's still, yeah. It helps. But, yes, it does still kind of come out. Oh, y'all, I'm loving that. I love this stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And I'm poking some of these leaves up through that greenery because that just pops and pretty. So pretty.
Yeah, you know what? I have mostly spring in here right now. That's why I don't have any of the tan stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta switch out my ribbons.
So, and you do want to come out behind this bow. So we do want to add some of this behind the bow.
Yeah, you gotta include the bow.
Gotta include the bow. Gotta make sure we're plugging the holes behind the bow.
Gotta have bow involvement.
Because you don't want it just sitting on the wreath. You know what? That one's a little bit too. Cut that sucker down a little.
Do you remember where you got the straw base? Was it Hobby Lobby?
Actually, I got it at Carolina Pottery. I checked
okay.
Hobby Lobby. I checked Joann. I checked Michael's. Even checked online. They do not carry them.
Who, Sims?
Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
And Joann. They don't carry the straw bases.
Really?
No. Not when I checked. I couldn't find them online to even order, so I ended up getting these at Carolina Pottery.
I know Sims has them. I love the colors too. I like natural colors. Whoop. She's donating it for a
I'm donating it to my little nieces and nephews. They are part of the rodeo circuit out there in Arizona. My little niece, she's 4, maybe 5. She rides the muttons, so the little sheeps. Hello.
yes.
She's so damn adorable. Her little helmet, all her little pads, and her little cowgirl boots. As she gets off of her little sheep, she's all happy. Her little lamb. So adorable.
That's funny.
And then my little nephew, he rides the calves. Obviously, he's not old enough for bulls, which thank goodness.
Yeah, I know. The thought of the straw makes you sneeze. Yeah. And it is messy.
It is very messy. It looks like a scarecrow exploded up here.
But for this wreath, it's really good because it's specifically for like a Southwest theme.
Right. It's specifically for a rodeo theme, so I needed, to incorporate hay.
And it's fun to see something that you don't usually see.
I wanted to incorporate hay for the horses and the cows and whatever other critters they got at the rodeo.
Bulls.
the bowls,
Mm-hmm.
the bean bowls. But you know, I needed the hay. I wanted the fencing.
You can seal the outside, but I don't know that that would really impact the inside. But it probably would protect it if you sealed it. You just wouldn't want to leave it sitting out in the rain for long periods of time.
So, all right. So now I am going to cut this second ficus and get some of it incorporated back here with this greenery. But I love how this really does almost look like tumbleweed, or at least weeds. Maybe not tumbleweeds, but weeds nonetheless. Yeah. So I may not use all of this, but I am going to use...
Yeah, the straw color is nice.
Get some of these leaves in here.
I know, it is super cute, isn't it? We'll have to do something with the giant one.
Yeah, I got the...
We'll have to think about it.
We're going to have to figure out something, because I had originally bought... Because it was the only one that they had.
Right, Susan says rain is not a concern there.
Yeah, Arizona, monsoon season, you know, it does rain a good bit, but...
We all do that, Alex. We all do that.
But again, throw it in the sun and...
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, you just wouldn't want it to sit wet. As long as it was able to dry, it should be fine.
Yeah.
It's exactly like having the bales of hay outside. You know how they have those big giant bales of hay? And they'll sit outside forever.
Right.
It's the exact same thing. Yeah, that's pretty. I love those colored ficus.
I love this color.
I want them to come out with blue. I need blue.
They have a blue. Remember, you gave me the blue one for that wreath I was going to make for that diaper wreath. I still have it. I can bring it back to you.
No, it's fine.
Damon had sent it to you, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Damon sent me some.
And you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Take it for your diaper wreath. So I did, but
yeah,
it kind of didn't happen. So, I mean, I can still bring the stuff and make the wreath live one night.
Yep.
We could do it on a live. Because I have everything to make it.
We like to do new things.
I mean, I can...
I know, I love it too.
Alright. We plug this hole right here, and I think we're good on the base. What you think? So far.
Okay, so when we were growing up, right? So they had the orthodontist, and they had those little packets of the little rubber bands, and I used to get those, and I would use those in my crafts. That was, before Amazon, long before Amazon.
All right, so we're gonna get our focus flowers in here.
Well, that has a pretty grassy looking.
Yeah, but it's just got the one, so.
Yeah, it's pretty though.
All right.
That's pretty.
So these great big ones. So I figured these plus these are our focals.
Yeah.
And we're not going to use all of those, but.
Yeah, she's happy. I know.
She is living it up.
This is how she sits a lot. When I sit down, Bella sits down. I'll sit, I have a laptop, and I'll sit and work on my laptop, and she just sits right next to me.
Oh, thanks.
They took out teeth when I had mine.
When I get in a bar brawl and get my jaw broken, I'll come back and see you. But I'm not going to pay you to break my jaw. And since, I don't plan to get in any bar brawls, so these flowers here, these were from Hobby Lobby. These were in their fall collection.
They're so pretty.
They are pretty.
I love that color. That's really pretty.
So these are the ones I used in my, you remember the swags we made for that class? And then I went and got the stuff to make my own because I loved it. So I made one for my office. These are the flowers I used in it.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Because I liked the, you know, the creams.
Yeah.
Going with the natural colors, but I wanted something a little darker than just cream. So I got these.
Yeah, and they have the pretty moss green leaves.
So, but I'm like, but they're very natural, very earthy, so they fit.
It's kind of hard to tell, but that sign, the green is
kind of a sage color.
Yeah, it's kind of a sage.
It's not a green. It's a sagey.
It's similar to that ribbon, that green ribbon that's there.
Oh, they're over here. These roses came from Carolina Pottery. It's a 17-inch rose bush times 10, so it's got 10 roses on it. This will go a long way. CP 82657.
That's awesome.
MV.
Yeah, we do that. So, well, you know that a lot of the wreaths end up staying in my house. Mom decides she likes it, and it just goes downstairs. And then when she gets tired of it, we send it to the senior center, and then somebody takes it home.
All right, so let's start with these.
Or sometimes they just go to the senior center.
This one's going to Arizona. Unless Mama likes it, and then it will be staying here, and I will have to make another one to go to Arizona. Because what Mama want, Mama get. Is Mama watching?
Yeah, she's watching.
What Mama wants, Mama will get. Because that's how we roll.
Yep, that's how we roll.
Take care of the mama.
Oh, that looks pretty. That's going to be pretty.
Get this sucker in here.
Yeah, that's the perfect pink.
Yep.
Now I see why you wanted the pink to stay.
Yeah.
I was all making it in fall colors.
And she sent them to me in fall colors, and I'm like, it's absolutely gorgeous, but I'm because it had the bright orange, and because I love my favorite fall color is that bright burnt orange.
Yeah.
I love it. Not the Halloween orange, but that bright burnt orange color.
She wants to make a Halloween wreath with one of my new Halloween signs.
Heck yeah. Did y'all see her post that Victorian steampunk?
Mm-hmm.
Love it. I'm like, I want to make that Halloween wreath next week.
Yeah, it's turned out really pretty.
It's going to be gorgeous. I love the Victorian era steampunk.
I do too.
I mean, I like steampunk, but my favorite is when they do the Victorian era stuff.
I always wanted a Victorian house, but that's not how it came out. I can still admire them though.
I love the old Victorian.
Mm-hmm. I do too. There were some really pretty ones near in Dawson, Georgia. There were some really pretty ones.
Well, I love going to, like when we go to Charleston.
Yeah.
I love going and walking the Battery with all those antebellum homes.
Yeah, those are pretty. Jer Bear wants a house that has the big columns, you know, like Gone with the Wind.
Dixie Abby's like, good God, y'all are like everywhere.
I know. Yeah.
I'm like, we know, but we were having fun. We had a lot of fun.
We did. We had too much fun. No, you can never have too much fun. Oh, you know it has to do that ad thing.
Uh-huh.
It's so annoying.
All right. I think that's all the pink I'm putting in it. I think that's enough.
That's perfect.
Any more and it's going to overpower it. So,
yeah, you still want to be able to see the straw and stuff.
So
you're just like me. You get out like 15,000 things, and then you're like, "Well, I don't really need that.
I don't need all this. I don't need. I do want to get a little bit of this purple in here.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Again, Carolina pottery, flower bush. That's it. It's like $4. Wasn't expensive. It's got. I got grass everywhere. It's a good thing you got a good vacuum.
I have a good vacuum, don't worry.
Because there is this, that grass stuff is everywhere.
I have one of those like little hand vac things, so don't worry. It was actually much cleaner in here. Did you notice?
I did notice.
Yeah, and I got myself some plastic bins so I can pack away some of my spring stuff. It's about time to switch seasons.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy to me because I swear.
That just goes so fast.
I'm like, I swear this season just started. I mean, the year just rolled over.
Yeah, it seems like it. I know about the time you get used to writing the year, it's time to change it again.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. Crazy to me.
It is. It's crazy.
Did y'all know that after COVID-19, when the schools shut down, they of course stopped all the DARE programs that were in the schools, because no kids were there. But did you know that the DARE programs were government funded, but after COVID-19 they decided not to government fund them, and they are not in the schools anymore.
So they're
community run. No, they're community run, and the community has to now pay to get it back in their classrooms. I was talking to a girl today. They had a booth set up at Circle K, and I was talking to a girl today, a young girl, like school age girl. And I'm like, I cannot believe.
Oh my! I remember them coming.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, in today's day and age, it is extremely important that they have that education.
Right?
I mean, that is an education I want them to have.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, not to start
There's a lot of scary drugs out there.
Like right now, the #1 killer of teens is suicide and fentanyl.
That fentanyl stuff is scary. Have you ever watched that show, Seized at the Border?
I have not.
I like the Discovery Channel. Sometimes I'll watch like whatever's on there. And they had this show on there called Seized at the Border or something like that. And they look for people bringing drugs in, and they have like this stuff they have to carry in case somebody gets exposed to the fentanyl, because it can like kill them right on the spot.
That's what killed George Floyd.
That's scary.
I mean,
I don't like anything like that. I don't like anything where I don't feel like I'm in control.
Gotta get succulents in the Southwest.
Oh.
We have to get these in here. Somehow, some way, I gotta get some of these in here. I mean, you can't have a desert motif without a succulent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not.
It's just not done.
It's just not done. These came from Sam's. Description CS12680. Sam's Pottery. I mean, you can't represent the Southwest without some succulents. You have to have the cacti. Must have the cacti. tie. Ooh, these are thick. I don't know if I'm going to get them in this straw base. These are thick, thick stems in this thick, thick straw.
Try cut that at an angle.
I am.
Oh. Oh, I have a,
Oh, shoot.
there's an
Whew.
hole over there in that thing you could pop a hole.
Manhandling this thing.
Yeah, gotta have succulents.
I mean, you can't not have succulents. Maybe
Susan agrees.
Maybe if I cut them a little bit shorter. Look how thick the
Yeah,
stem
those are-
is.
Yeah, those are thick.
I'm like, whew.
She got her work out.
I certainly am. But that's one of the things about this thick, dense straw base, man. This stuff ain't gonna come out.
Well, excuse me, Miss Thing. I was gonna help you, not be me.
Well, yeah, no.
I'm
Just
not
a
gonna
little
sit
one
on
in
you,
the
baby. I'm not gonna
front.
sit on you. Easy, sweet girl.
Down here, maybe. And I'm kind of putting these where they're just kind of peeking out. They're not overtaking, or they're just kind of like, hey.
Hand me your pins. I'll put pins in them. I love these little pins.
I know, I need to get the shorter ones. Mine are,
These are so much better because they have that big round.
yeah.
It's easy to see it.
Well, I have the ones with the big round things, but the
The
pin
small-
part is,
Yeah, they're real thin. Tiny.
yeah, mine are longer than that, so you got to push them in further, and I need to get those short ones like that. Okay. All right, so let's start
Have a good
shortening.
dinner.
Let's start shortening
Okay.
some tails here.
See, these are the little pins I use. They're real small, so it's easy to get them in. And they hold well.
They do hold very well.
I learned the hard way not to use rubber bands. It will, like, leave creases.
Well, and then they dry out and snap on you, and
Uh-huh.
that feels
It's
so
bad.
pleasant.
Yeah. And these are inexpensive. And they work great. I agree, it's very pretty.
All right, so we got to get a few more succulents up top here, and then
Your rope.
got to get the rope on here. I don't know where I'm gonna put it now, but we gonna figure it out.
Maybe at the top.
I could hang it here,
Yeah, they're playing peekaboo.
hang the rope here, and then put the
Yeah.
hat, tuck the hat in here.
Or you could even have the rope kind of like looping around the hat and then off to the side.
Yeah. So maybe
Or
I'll add the
behind
rope.
it.
I'll add the rope after I get the hat on there.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I like that idea.
She has to go find the hat.
I gotta get a hat. I don't know where my hat went.
And I couldn't find Ross's. I don't know where it is. It's probably in my storage unit.
It was just one of the, and they, so I stopped. They're actually really good kids. They do a lot to help their mom out around the house. They're really good kids.
That's good.
They're really, really great kids. I love them. And little Cadence, she's the youngest one. She is my mini-me. Oh, they are in so much trouble with that little girl. She is sassy, she is mouthy, and she is
Oh, that's a good
manipulative.
idea. Susan says you could put it around the outside and use it as a hanger. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
It is definitely pretty. Yeah, you just have to play around with it. I'm sure you'll come up with something.
Well, I'll go ahead and attach it just to kind of get an idea and to show you guys how I plan to attach it. Because I just won't glue it on.
Yeah.
That way I can take it back off and manipulate it with the hat when I find a hat. And I will find a hat. It's a personal challenge now. And it will not win. I will win. But yeah, little Cadence. She is my mini me. They are in so much trouble with that.
I have to go to the one over in Gilbert because they have Ross's favorite snack. I'll look when I'm over there.
Okay.
See
Yeah,
if they
because the
have
one
it.
I went to was the one right there by the Hobby Lobby, West Columbia.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't have a whole lot.
No, they're not a good Dollar Tree.
No, but it was
The
the
one
closest.
that's
It was
over
right there by
here.
Carolina Pottery, so.
Yeah, the one that's over here is really
Okay.
good.
I have to get some of this blue in here. Because I got to get some blue in it. So I think I'm going to go with this. Because it's going to be really just, no. We're going to use this blue.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Because it's just a little bit here, a little bit there.
A little spiky.
Little spiky, little pops. And then I think we're done with florals. I think any more florals and we might have already overdone it with the florals, but
That's okay.
I mean, is that even possible? I think this was a Sims Pottery.
Yeah, I see that SPI on it.
CS
Yep, that's
21543.
That's Sims.
Definitely Sims Pottery. But again, these type of bushes, because you don't need a whole lot, are great for filler, and they're usually very inexpensive.
Yeah.
And they go a long way because, like I said, you just want that pop here, that pop there. You don't want it to overtake or be the primary, or, you know what I mean? It's pop. Okay, you know what? How about that? I'm getting on my nerves. It keep coming off, and I'm tired of fighting it, and it's just in the way anyway, so I'm going to put it.
Yeah, not all of it survives when you put it in.
You know, sometimes you just gotta
Yeah,
roll
that's
with the
pretty.
punches. All right, I might actually need the other little bush, but that's okay.
Bella's snoring.
That's why we have it. Does Bella snore?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
Sometimes. She must be really tired. See, all that rubbing got her sacked out.
Mm-hmm. That'll do it. Well, and I had to take my mom to the do her shot and blood work today. So they got left by themselves downstairs, and they really don't like that.
You
So,
said her hemoglobin was?
it went down, but it wasn't terrible. It just went down. Like it was 9.8, I think, the last time, and today it was like 9.4.
Shouldn't.
Just a little.
Still need to watch that.
Yeah. Well, that's why
watch
they
it.
check it. In case they need to adjust it or switch the medicine up or something.
Right.
So,
Just need to watch it. Make sure we're watching her.
yeah.
Make sure we're watching moms.
Yep.
I think I'm trying to stick it in on top of something else under there. It's bending it.
Yeah, once you get some stuff in there, it can be a challenge to get something in it.
All right. Just go in a different spot. Okay.
Hey, Carolyn. How's your back doing?
It's hurting. It's hurting. It might be a little bit stronger than ibuprofen night, but that's okay. It's actually taken a lot longer to get to this point than it normally has. So that's improvement.
It's because, so Cher Bear's a friend of mine. She's been a friend for a long time. And she had a wreath that she wanted to make, so we thought we would go live and do it with y'all. That's all. It is very pretty. She doesn't have like a craft room in her house, so she comes over here.
I bring my toys and play over here.
Yeah, and if we're gonna do a wreath, we're gonna come on and do it with y'all, because it's a lot more fun. I'll be on tomorrow night though.
I will not. I have dinner plans with my neighbor. Well, she's not my neighbor anymore. She moved, but I still.
Oh no, she moved?
The one in the B unit, yeah, she moved. She got she found an apartment that, well, all right, I think that's all I'm going to do for florals. I mean, I have.
It's pretty.
All of this, but I think any more than that, and it's going to be.
If you put any more, you probably wouldn't be able to pick it up. It would be too heavy.
Yes.
And you want to see all the detail.
Actually, I think somebody was Susan, right? Onto.
Yeah, the hanging.
Use this as the hanger.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great idea. Yeah.
Use the actual.
Oh yeah.
As the hanger.
Oh, that's cool. I like that idea. You could zip tie that on there, and then just put a loop around it to not see it.
I like it.
I'm not even normally on Thursdays, but today we are.
Today we are. Because I came to play.
Yeah.
I love the idea, Miss Susan.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, we're glad you're here.
I'm glad that everybody's here.
So she used the, why did that fly out of my mind?
Girl, I don't know. I do that all the time. People be like, what? What are we talking about? What are you saying? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
That's funny. Yep. She used the weaving needle to get the zip tie in. That's what I was trying to say. Then it flew out of my mind and I got tickled at myself. Yeah, that's cool. So she's going to use that as the hanger.
Okay.
That's the lead rope.
So this is the lead. It's a lead rope. So my intent to attach the rope was the floral U-pins.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like I said, normally when I use the U-pins, I'm going to dip them in glue and then stick them in.
Yeah.
But because I want to add the hat and I want to manipulate the rope around the hat,
yeah,
I'm just going to show you guys how I plan to secure this using the pins.
And she zip tied it on there. So
I zip tied it on
won't
there,
come off.
so it's not the rope's not coming off. But you just take your little U-pins.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to have somebody else sometimes.
Let me see if I can get this in. So, like I said, I was going to buy like actual rope, like the sisal rope, and do like a lasso. Not that I know how to tie a lasso, but surely there's a YouTube video that could teach
there's
me.
a YouTube video on it.
Right? So, and I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm taking the U-pin and I'm kind of feeding it through the rope.
Yeah, the straw takes the U-pins really well.
So that it kind of hides it a little bit, right? Because you don't want that silver pin being seen. We'll try and hide it as best we can. But that's really all you're doing is you're just taking that U-pin. So, like I said, I couldn't get the sisal rope to make my lasso.
I kind of like that, though.
So I got this lead rope, and I got it in the black and the tan to kind of coordinate with the earthy Western tones. Of course, you can get these in like any. They come in any color. I don't know what I'm doing with the rope other than putting it on here right now. But once I get the hat on there, I'll be able to better make loops. And
yeah.
Because like really what I want to do is just make like the rope loops. But I don't know exactly where and how to set them until I get the hat.
Yeah.
So we're just going to pin this sucker on here for now. And then once I get the hat, we will manipulate our loops a tad bit better. And that is it. This is, like I said, I'm going to put a straw hat on here. But that is our rodeo wreath.
That's cute.
It's different. It's a different concept and a different idea.
Pull us back up so they can see the whole thing. There's a lag, so we have to wait and see what you can see.
Oh, this one's quicker over here.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's funny.
So, that's it, y'all.
That's cute.
And then, like I said, I'm probably going to put the hat, like, right in here and kind of, so that the florals will kind of help.
They love it. Yeah, we'll take this one down. Yeah, thank y'all for hanging out with us. That was fun. Do you want to hang it and say, woo, Bella? Oh. Okay.
I don't think John should have given her any chili.
Oh. Yeah. There. Wait. There. Oh, that's so cute.
No, you hang it by the hook.
I know, but I don't want to hang it by the hook yet.
Well, that's true. Plus, that hook's they're going to need it pretty hefty.
Yeah, but you can see how it's going to hang, right? It's going to hang by that hook. So, yeah, that'll be good. All right, y'all.
I needed to move that sign up a little bit, but then the rope went over. It's fine.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to tweak it.
Sometimes, yeah. But that's all right.
Yeah. All right,
so I'll have to tweak it anyway when I get the hat.
And I'll be on tomorrow, probably about 8 or 8:30. Oh, yeah. That's pretty.
I didn't use the other one either if you want to keep it.
Yeah, we'll throw it in the drawer. I have a drawer for small florals. Oh, that was my phone. What was that? That was my phone.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, I like that rope idea. That's good. Okay, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.
Actually, May just put the hat right there with the rope looping around. Like,
yeah.
Put the hat.
That's what I would do.
Feed the top of the hat through here and just let where the brim of the hat is under the rope.
I like that.
I might just